is the Shark Tank, where hopeful entrepreneurs get a once-in-a-lifetime chance to pitch the sharks in hopes of getting an investment to start, grow, or save their businesses.
We've done $5.8 million worth of sales.
So bam!
The entrepreneurs must convince a shark to invest the full amount they're asking for, or they'll walk away with nothing.
Bam, what's the answer?
I will do anything it takes.
That's not the right answer.
You are going to die a horrible death.
If the sharks hear a great idea,
I love the product.
It's genius.
they're ready to invest using their own money.
I'll do the dance, but at 25%.
Wow.
And they're willing to fight each other for a piece of the action.
It's a teensy-weensy cockroach baseball league.
It's a $6 billion a year industry.
That's poo-poo.
You are not an entrepreneur.
It's easy for them all to say when they've never created a product.
You suck. What time is selling time? It's always selling time.
Who are the sharks? They're self-made millionaire and billionaire investors who are entrepreneurs themselves. Kevin O'Leary is a venture capitalist who turned a $10,000 loan into a software business worth $4.2 billion. Barbara Corcoran went from waiting tables in Manhattan to building the city's preeminent real estate empire. Robert Herjavec, the son of an immigrant factory worker, is now a technology mogul who sold his first internet companies for over $350 million. Laurie Grenier, the queen of QVC, holds over 100 patents and has launched over 300 products, grossing over $500 million in retail sales. And Mark Cuban, notorious billionaire entrepreneur, tech guru, and the outspoken owner of the NBA's Dallas Mavericks. First into the tank is a couple with a follow-up to a very successful product.
Hi, Sharks. My name is Matt Griffin.
And I'm his wife, pastry chef Emily Griffin, and we're from Carmel, Indiana.
We own Baker's Edge, and we are seeking $400,000 for 20% of our company.
We have completely reinvented bakeware. Everyone loves brownies, but have you ever stopped to think about which brownie is really the best? In a normal pan of brownies, you have a middle and a ring of outside edge pieces.
If you're like a lot of people, you always go for those corners and edges first. Realizing that the edges are where the baking magic happens, we put on our thinking caps and came up with a whole new way to make brownies. In our pan, every brownie has at least 2 chewy edges. The pan's bottom rises up and allows heat to evenly circulate around every brownie, caramelizing and edgifying every single brownie in the pan. For the past several years, we have dominated the larger multinational brands. We now want to leverage that success, and we want to launch a line of conventional bakeware. We think normal bakeware can be made so much better in both form and function. And based upon our current success, we're just the company that can get it done.
Do you have a patent on the design?
We do. We have a utility patent on the edge pan design. Everybody in the industry said, this is dumb, it'll never work, it's too new. But we stuck with it. And as soon as we started making money, people followed the money train.
Matt, how successful are you?
Since we began selling in 2006, we've done $5.8 million worth of sales.
How much this year? How much this year?
In 2012, we did about $256,000 of sales.
So what happened? Where did it go way up, and then where did it go way down?
At the peak, we did $1.7 million worth a year.
Wow.
But
1.7 versus
$1 million
256?
of that was in 30 days.
How?
Oprah. Favorite things list.
So she blessed you and she cursed you at the same time, because your comparables will never, ever be
That's
the same.
correct.
Well, it's not cursed. He took that money and put it in the bank, right?
Oh, yeah. I mean, the money was great, and we paid off all of our debt.
I know you've been on QVC, right? Or you never were.
No,
Was that a competitor?
That was an infringement, and it's no longer sold on QVC.
Okay, so your infringers you've taken care of.
There is no infringing product on the market. We've swatted all of those down.
Matt, you're not here because of the pan. By your own admission, that's a flatline sale. So how are you going to get back to 1.5 million in sales?
Here's how we're going to do it. We call this our better muffin pan. We applied kind of our design sense and our high quality to a muffin pan, and this is what comes out. Circles don't nest like soldiers. In nature, they nest like a honeycomb. So we nested them like a honeycomb. You know what that does?
No.
Saves us some metal. There's not these extra little tabletops between the cups because they're nested closer. What it also does, when you're filling this thing up, there's no place really to spill. It goes in the muffin cup.
Matt, is it cheaper than a normal muffin pan?
This is not cheaper. This is a $35.95 product, just like our brownie.
Is it easier to clean than a normal muffin pan?
It's super easy to clean. That's another key. It's one piece, no rivets and welds, rounded corners.
So going forward, though, your baseline business is $256,000 a year. That's poo-poo.
Relative, yeah.
Okay, so why is it worth $2 million?
It's worth $2 million because we have patent that protects us, we also have a foot in the door in an industry that has no new entrants for years.
It's a teensy, weensy cockroach baseball league industry.
It's a $6 billion a year industry for bakeware.
You guys, this pan, they created a pan that truly was revolutionary.
7 years ago.
Every single person that had a store that sold bakeware carried your pan.
7 years ago. Guys, look, you did something great 7 years ago. It had to be obvious to you when the whole thing sank. You had to be going, I gotta do something, and then 3 years later you come up with the muffin top super pan?
Yeah.
What the hell were you doing? I'm out.
What time is selling time, Mark?
It's always selling time.
For 2 years, you've been flatlining. I'm not taking anything away from what you created, but I like to get into business with people that have a sense of paranoia. In my world, only the paranoid survive. You are very comfortable. I'm out.
I would disagree with that in terms of being paranoid or being comfortable. You got to understand, you know, we have a family and 3 kids.
At the time, we had 2 kids. One was a newborn. We had 5,000 pans in our basement. My parents came over. My sister came over. We packed pans until 4 in the morning. I had a baby getting up every 2 hours, and we're packing pans and running orders on laptops. We've been doing this hardcore for years.
We've heard the story of the past. For me, that's completely irrelevant. I don't care about the past. If I'm going to put up dollars and invest in Baker's Edge, I want to know what the future holds. That does not feel to me like it's going to change the world for muffins. I want to know how I'm going to make a lot of money selling this. Apparently it's burned out. Everybody's got one that wants one. That's the story of your deal. You don't have a new idea. I'm sorry. I am out.
You know, it's easy for them all to say when they've never created a product, okay? It's extremely hard to come up with something as revolutionary as what you did. Or the retails. Listen, it doesn't matter. What they did was great. You know, Margaret Mitchell wrote 1 novel, but it was gone with the wind. Does she need to write more?
Does she still get royalties on it?
Something fantastic here in creating that, and I admire you both because I think that that was genius. So, the problem is that you do have to keep trying to come out with more if you're trying to sustain a business. I don't feel that this is the wave. What you're holding in your hand doesn't strike me to have that same uniqueness as what the brownie pan did. So for that reason, I'm going out.
I want to give you a little bit of advice. Don't put a lot of time into this product. You can't afford to take the wrong product out right now. This is the sophomore year in your business when you've got to really get good at what you're doing and be really careful. And I don't think that's careful enough. So I don't have the confidence. I sure as heck wouldn't feel comfortable with my money in it. So I am out. Reluctantly, I'm out.
Okay.
Good luck, guys.
Good luck, guys.
Thank you.
They really got fixed on sort of a sales plateau that we're experiencing, and they took that as bad weather on the horizon. They're savvy, I respect their opinions, but I feel like we still got a long way to go with their product.
Next into the tank are mothers with a mission of taking the pain out of shoe shopping with kids.
Hi, I'm Dr. Sylvie Shapiro.
And I'm Nicole Brooks. Sharks, we are asking you for $75,000 for a 15% stake in Foot Fairy. We're both moms, and when I have to take my 4 children to the shoe store, it looks something like this. No, that is going down! With Foot Fairy, you'll never have to go through this. Foot Fairy is an iPad app that allows you to accurately measure your child's foot size in the comfort and convenience of your own home.
I'm a podiatrist, and parents constantly tell me they just guess their child's shoe size, and I see so many foot problems associated with kids wearing the wrong size shoe. This is my daughter Sienna, and she'll be demoing the app for us today. You simply take the iPad, place your child's foot against it, wait for the chime, and presto, your child's shoe size is displayed. You then have the option of going to Get Shoes, in which you'll be linked to Zappos, to a pre-populated page of shoes in your child's size.
So we at Foot Fairy hope that you Shark Fairies will help us to make every mom's life just a little bit easier.
And make sure that every child is in a proper fitted shoe. Thank you, Sienna. You can go back to Daddy now.
Thanks, Sienna.
Thank you. Your app is totally done now, but you'd use the money to further enhance the app. What's missing?
Oh, well, we want to build out the back-end infrastructure. So we'd love to be able to store our customer emails.
It just really gives us a way to encourage people to buy shoes, to remind them, because
You're not selling them shoes, right? Why is there an upside for that?
Oh, actually, that's our sales model. Our app is free. We have an affiliate sales model with Zappos where we get between 8 to 18%.
How many downloads of the app do you have today?
13,144.
But we just launched 3 weeks ago officially.
In the 3 weeks you've been doing it, have you actually gotten a commission check from Zappos?
No. We have a 98% click-through rate, but we cannot track our commission because there was a glitch. It was going to the Zappos app
Have you fixed that glitch? That's a very important glitch.
That's about 3 days ago.
It was a
It's a very big click-through.
It's a very big
We are
click-through
very
rate. But were
excited.
you on the home page? Like, I'm curious.
We
if
went
you
directly from our
went
app
from there.
to
No, no, no.
our
But wait. I have a question.
Sorry.
It's like crazy in here.
Sorry.
Wow.
Here's my question: is Zappos doing anything to advertise you so that people are going to your app?
No, we don't need Zappos to advertise. We are confident. We spent $2,600 and got over 13,000 downloads in less than 3 weeks.
Also, I mean, another way to make money besides just the click-through is we'd love to have advertising and sponsorships.
But Sylvia, why don't they put you on their
We
main
have such a
site?
targeted market of moms.
If it
They
helps,
should. It's an accessory.
Well, maybe
it's like
that's
a help
something you
to
can
their
help us with.
customers.
We would love to be on Zappos' main site. We would love
Yeah.
to be
Did you
this
suggest it in the
podiatrist,
meeting?
therapist, mom.
Did
We're
you
here to
suggest
answer your
it?
questions.
wow, Nicole, you're like
When
that
we-
dog in that movie. Like he's walking along doing one thing, he's a squirrel.
I'm really committed to this,
She is.
and I'm committed to showing you all how fabulous this idea is. And we know that we can make you
Why aren't
see.
you telling me you've
Nicole.
got something proprietary or a patent or a technology or software no one can emulate?
We're the proprietor. I'm a podiatrist.
You're it? But ladies, if it works and you get 10,000 orders.
We're going to get 500,000
Okay,
downloads.
you're
at
dead
least.
before that happens.
And
You've had a
each-
great idea, there's nothing proprietary about it. Bang, the guys that care are going to emulate this.
No, actually, they can't, because what you have here is expertise and passion.
I'm out.
You know what? I've never seen somebody so exuberant about what they're doing as the two of you. For me, it's not a business yet. You're just at the very start. I'm out.
Nicole, I love the excitement. When you first came out, I thought it was a great idea. And my first thought was, wow, I can't believe this isn't on the Zappos website today. So the question is it such a difficult technology to create that nobody else could do it?
Who wrote the software?
We have a technology team that worked with both of us.
When
To
would you get your
create-
technology team?
Where did we get them
Yeah.
from?
We researched it and we found them.
But Sylvia, do you realize by virtue of that answer, if you were able to, as non-programming
Right.
computer people, find somebody who could write it, it could be duplicated.
You know what? Anything can be duplicated.
But I guess there's nothing proprietary with
No, Robert, please don't say that.
I'm out.
So that leaves Barbara and Mark.
I think you're a perfect example of enthusiasm is not enough. You're wildly enthusiastic, but that's where it ends. It's a wild card. I don't know if it's going to work, whether you can make money on it, so I couldn't possibly invest. I'm out.
And now we've left with Mr. Mark.
If some world-renowned podiatrist walked in the door and you had to defend the product and why it's better than something this world-renowned podiatrist could create, what would you say?
Because this is what I'm passionate about.
No, forget passion. That's not the right answer. I'm trying to figure out what differentiates you.
Okay.
And if I hear the word passion again, I'm out. Because I already know you're passionate. The longer the backstory, worse the business. So, world-famous podiatrist walks in the door and says, okay, Dr. Footmom, why is yours better than something I can create?
Right.
So, bam, what's the answer?
Four sharks are out. Sylvie and Nicole have one more chance for a deal.
So, world-famous podiatrist walks in the door and says, okay, Dr. Footmom, why is yours better than something I can create? What is it that you brought?
Right.
So, bam, what's the answer?
Accuracy.
Why is your accuracy going to be better than something?
Because we spent over a year determining how to make this the most accurate shoe sizing
So
app.
if I did a search for app that determines child's foot size, I'm trying to get a feel for the competition, what would I see?
You would see ours, but very.
What else?
You would see a couple other apps.
And what about theirs is different than yours?
The mom has to put the child's foot and then slide their finger on it.
A lot of room for parental error. It's not as accurate. We really wanted ours to be convenient and accurate. That's why we went to shopping malls and had kids tested.
Got it. Here's why I'm interested. I have a company called Fashion Metric, and they did a whole exhaustive analysis just on men's shirts. So if you're this body type, this is the shirt that fits you in this manner versus that manner. Sensors and metrics, I think, are going to be huge in the future. So I like this. My fear, you guys will drive me batty. They'll put me in a loony bin, right?
We would love to work with you. I mean, we really would, and we won't drive you batty. We'll work together. We will, we'll seek any of your advice that you have. I mean, I really, really want to get this to parents.
We really believe, as you said, that is the future. That we want to be people to sit in the comfort of their own home and be able to purchase things that fit them properly, that are for their health and for their aesthetic.
I'll offer you $100,000 for 40%. I'm going to put contingencies on it. Okay. 1, I get to go through and test to make sure it works. 2, I get to go through and check to make sure that there's nothing comparable. 3, I'm going to check all the contracts to make sure that we truly do own the software and that it's well written. So it's $100K, 40%. Yes or no?
Yes.
Done. And if I need therapy, I get to call it off.
Yeah, that would be a dual relationship.
Thank you so much.
Thanks, guys.
Thank you so much. We're so excited that we're going to be working with Mark.
I mean, this is like really a dream come true. Mr. Cuban, to work with him, I couldn't have asked for a better shark.
This season, we've seen amazing success stories from our Shark Tank entrepreneurs.
Business has really taken off since making a deal with Kevin and Robert. We're coming up on $500,000 in revenue.
Since partnering with Lori, in less than 8 months, we've done over $3 million in sales. Those aren't projections, those are real numbers.
We're so lucky to have made a deal with Barbara. Just a year later, we're approaching $3.5 million in sales.
What's up, Doug?
Making a deal with Mark and Lori changed our life beyond our wildest dreams.
Going on Shark Tank is taking a small little product that was run out of my apartment and made it into a multi-million-dollar company.
This is a great start, but this is just the beginning.
I am so proud of you.
Thank you so much, Mom. One day, I hope to be the best company in America for women to work for. As far as women have come in the corporate world, I think there's still a long ways to go, and I want to be the one to make that change happen.
Since Shark Tank, we've done almost $6 million in sales nationwide. We like to think that we're continuing the tradition of American innovation. It's awesome to be able to create jobs and provide a living wage for lots of employees.
Manufacturing has been gone for a long time in the state, but we're bringing it back.
There's never been anything like Shark Tank. It's the most powerful venture capital firm on earth. It has sharks, it has money, and it has millions of people watching. When you put all of those together, magic happens.
Our Shark Tank experience has been a roller coaster of emotion. To think that we started in a street tent and now what the future holds for us just blows us away.
Each morning I've woken up, I've pinched myself. I just can't believe this is really happening, and I just can't wait to see what happens in the future.
It brings me to tears thinking about how proud I am to show my daughter that you can do this, that you can follow your dreams.
I'm truly touched. Thank you.
Now it's your turn.
When it makes a shake, it's good.
If you think your business has what it takes to swim with the sharks, visit abc.com for your chance of a lifetime. Next into the tank are entrepreneurs with a simple solution to a tedious and time-consuming problem.
Hello, Sharks. My name is Wayne Skorson.
My name is Scott Smith.
Our company is Tyna, and we're here today seeking $125,000 of your hard-earned money in exchange for 10% equity in our company.
Tyna was invented to cure an epidemic that occurs worldwide every year from sore fingers from tying these tiny water balloons.
We're excited today, Sharks, to show you two of our items, the tie knot filler and the tie knot tying stick. With these two items, anyone and everyone can simply fill and tie water balloons in seconds.
Okay, that's pretty cool.
Wow. So now even Sausage Finger Smith can now tie these little water balloons.
Oh, gosh.
Just in case you missed it, you take our tie knot filler and attach it to any garden hose, and you insert the tie knot stick. Stick is universal because you can tie the water balloons by the stick by hand also.
Why not try it?
Let me load it up for you, Cal.
I have to load it myself. I have to learn, because I just bought it. You're not at the store.
Slip on a balloon. Now tilt it forward.
I tilt it forward, right?
Push your piston out. The orange piston fills the balloon.
Hey, all right. Now what? I just
swing it around the stick.
Oh, my God.
There you go. Now pull it off and put it to the top of the slab. Let go. Pull the balloon straight off.
Did it work?
It worked, and he even wrapped it around several times.
Very cool.
Kevin.
Broken, I'd kill you.
That was...
Now we're ready for your questions.
Can we see them?
Well, yes, you can. Okay, so you got one package and you got one loose. I kept it loose so you can appreciate the technology behind it.
Thank you.
So you were saying that you don't have to own both things. You can just have the stick, or you can have the filling device too?
Yes, correct.
What do
So
you
the
miss when
stick
you
would
just
work
have the
if you
stick?
did it out of your sink?
Yes.
So how did you come up with the idea?
What it was is my wife bought 250 water balloons for a family picnic back in 2008, and I got the tedious task of tying these things. My kids couldn't tie them. So I tied like 15. Kids ripped through it like 2 seconds, and I said, I'm done. But I wasn't done thinking about the problem. So every day after work, I'd come home, I'd sketch, and one day my daughter Abby looks at one of my sketches and says, Dad, it looks like a stick. So she goes, grabs a stick, brings it into me, I carve out a little pocket in a slot, we go outside and tie a water balloon, and I was like, whoa, it just tied. So then I followed all the proper procedures. We went for patents first. So I built an 8-cavity mold after the patent's issued, and we made it to the Toy Fair in 2010, and that's where we launched our product.
What did you sell of it?
First year, $112,000.
Good for you.
What does it sell for?
It sells for $4.99. It comes
And
with
what's your
50
cost to make the entire package?
It's about $1.50 right now.
Why isn't this product sort of $7.99? Why does it have to be $4.99?
We asked the same question. We started out at $9.99. We sold a boatload of them.
Then what happened to that price?
We got into a licensing agreement with a large toy company.
What was your percentage on the licensing agreement?
6.
Kevin, what do you think about that?
No, thank goodness you've met me. So you got a low-end deal. 7 to 11 is the range.
What were your total sales last year, including the license?
With licensing, $385,000.
But you still have the license agreement in place?
Yes, we do.
Is there minimums on it?
Yes, there are.
Yes.
And they're obviously hitting their minimums. Is there an escalator in the minimums every year?
No, there's no escalator.
Oh, you're such a bad negotiator.
And how many more years, how much longer does it go?
Well, it renews every year.
Auto renew, or you
Yeah, we didn't want to lock in anything long-term.
Can you cancel it
So
at
we
your
said
option?
Oh, yeah, we got like a 90-day out of jail?
We have a 60-day get out of jail.
Oh, that's cool.
You know, look, your cash flows don't justify your $1.25 million valuation. That's the problem. You're overpricing your value right now.
If you license it with all the players, and it was never...
Yeah, but you're asking me to pay for what I can bring the business to now. It's not interesting for me. Yeah, I could add a lot of value, but I got to wet my beak.
I understand.
That's a big old beak, too.
Yeah.
Guys, look, Kevin's a toy maven. I'm not. I think it's great. You guys deserve a ton of credit. It really is an ingenious product. Woo! Woo! I'm out.
Thank you for the opportunity.
Absolutely.
Hey guys, I love the toy business, and I like businesses that bring a smile to your face,
Yes.
and make me happy and make money.
Yes.
But your value is a little crazy. 1.25 million. It's not there today. I'm out.
Thank you for the
Appreciate it.
opportunity.
You know, for me, this is a perfect QVC product.
Actually,
really
you know what? It really kind of isn't, because it's too inexpensive actually to be a good QVC product. You have to be really more in like a $12 or $15 price range.
Just tell them it's genius.
It's genius.
It's genius.
Now you're playing with us.
Believe me, our wives hate it.
To me, it's just the valuation. It's not there for me. You're not at 1.25 million, and so for that reason, I'm out.
Let me ask you this. Where would you value us?
What did you make on $380,000?
$40,000.
How much you guys pay each other, or yourselves?
Well, we're building a brand, so no one's taking any money out.
Nothing
So that's
taken out of it.
$40,000 before you took a penny out.
That's correct.
So it's $40,000?
Why so low? Where did all the money go?
Trade shows.
Trade shows. We're always marketing, right?
Guys, I've been in the toy industry a long, long time. Business like this will be at 5 times cash flow. You're worth about $200,000, so you're not worth $1.25 million. That's reality. Where I would have loved to have seen this product was before you did that license deal, because that's my specialty. I really can't help you that much. It's not big enough for me. I like big.
How do you get big without a strategic partner?
Yeah. I'm sorry, guys. I'm out.
You know, it's a hard one because I love the product, right? Because I have probably blown up 5 million water balloons. I'm the go-to mom in the neighborhood in the summertime.
We just gave you more margarita time.
Absolutely.
Good. I'll make you an offer. I'm going to give you the $125 for 25% of your business.
Wow.
That's fair.
Incredible offer.
Yeah.
But I'm going to give it to you in the form of $50,000 cash, a $75,000 credit line.
I think where we're at was we're more comfortable with an 18% offer the $50,000 in cash and $100,000 in credit line to move us into next year. Because we are really going to need inventory. So that's where I'm going to need to really tap into resources. We'll bring it on down, baby.
I'm going to give you a chance to reconsider. You've heard my offer. You know it's a Shark Tank. You obviously know what I could bring to the table. So I'm not going to negotiate that.
Okay, can you work a little bit, 20%? We got a deal right now. Lock hands, do we do the dance together? 20%.
I don't think so. I think I'll stay with what I offered.
Whoa. She's tough.
I'm not tough. I'll do the dance, but at 25%.
If I do the dance, we do it at 20?
Honestly, I can't come there.
All right, I'm out.
All right.
Good luck.
I can't believe they didn't take your offer.
That was a decent offer.
Hey, I like when entrepreneurs stick their ground and believe in the value.
Although Barbara's offer was very fair, we just needed to see eye to eye on the equity value, and she took too much. Thailand has a huge growth potential.
My name is Kaya Majmundar. I'm from Chicago, Illinois, and I'm a sophomore at Emory University. I was raised in a very traditional Indian family. Both my parents are doctors, and it was always their dream for me to become a doctor as well.
Good job. Good job.
My childhood summers were spent practicing violin and going to the library and taking math classes. But it wasn't weird to me because that's what all my Indian friends were doing. But then I got to college and I saw all these different people studying different things, and that excited me. When I came up with my fabulous idea, I knew at that moment that I had to pursue it. Creating my product was actually the easy part. The hard part was telling my parents I no longer wanted to be a doctor. I know it's been tough for you guys. I'm gonna make you guys proud, I promise. My parents had a path for me, but I completely changed it. There's a lot of pressure to succeed, and failure is not an option. I want to channel the hard work ethic that my parents and my grandparents taught me, and I want to make my own American dream, and I need the Sharks to do it. Sharks. My name is Kaya Majmundar and I'm a sophomore at Emory University. My product is BusyBox and I am seeking $50,000 in exchange for 20% of my company. So this all started after my freshman year of college. My friend had asked me to move her boxes to our storage unit while she took her chem final. I agreed, of course, so I went over and I saw her boxes ready to go by the door. But as I leaned in to pick one of them up, everything literally fell straight through. That amounted to a long day of me having to repack and move all of her stuff. I decided I had to find a solution. That's when I innovated the BusyBox. Now, Robert, you're a connoisseur for racing, so I'm going to challenge you to a race today. So why don't you come on up here?
Make sure he doesn't crash your deal.
I thought you were going to knock yourself out there.
So Robert is going to assemble the traditional box that you would buy from any hardware store, and I'm going to assemble my BusyBox. So Mark, why don't you give us your mark? And Robert and I are going to race. Are you ready?
Whoa, hang on. What am I doing? Am I putting this?
You probably never assembled a box, have you?
I'm so rich. I hired Kevin to put boxes together for me.
On your mark. Get set. Go.
All right, I'm done.
Oh, you were whooped.
You suck.
Do it again. I didn't see it.
All right, I can do it again. I just unassembled it, and now I'm going to assemble it again. Bam. Done.
Very nice.
So Sharks, my flat folding design is ideal for anyone who is looking for a unique, space-saving, easy-to-use, and might I add, sexy storage solution. With your expertise and my drive, we can target every houseware, homeware, craft store, storage store, you name it. Man, I'm excited, because this product, it will revolutionize the packaging industry.
So, have you done any retail selling with this product yet?
I have not. This is brand new. I've started it less than a year ago. I'm a sophomore in college, and so I thought about it last year.
What is the cost of your box versus that box?
If you are looking at, say, 10,000 units, the cost for a traditional one will be under $1. This one will be $1.75.
Does it ever get to the same price?
It will, with larger quantities, of course.
You know, I have sold hundreds of thousands of those boxes to consumers in my storage facilities. That box is actually made for about 56 cents.
Yeah, my estimate was for the 10,000 units.
Do you mind going back for me? What is your background?
Yeah, so I was actually raised in a family of doctors. I'm Indian, Yes, the stereotype is true. My whole family said, you know what? You're a woman, you're Indian, you cannot do anything other than medicine because you're not going to make it. And I said, no, absolutely not. And when I confronted my parents, all heck broke loose. It was truly a huge moment in my life.
So what happened? You said, boxes are for me, Mom?
Yeah, and they laughed. It was a joke. It was a joke in my family. They say, you know, what do you want to do with your life? And I say, I want to be my own boss. I have this excellent product, I have faith, and I'm going to do it. Then I signed up to be in the Collegiate Entrepreneurs Organization competition. That is the largest national competition for entrepreneurs. I ended up winning the competition.
Wow, congratulations.
And my parents were like, wow, all right.
Did you file a patent on this?
Yes, it's patent pending.
I see you have other boxes up there. Yes. Can you show me the red box? It's out of plastic?
Plastic, yes.
Yeah, I'd like to see how flat that folds down. One of the things, it sounds like you've tried to do some pricing to see how this would price out in the market.
Yes.
Adding this little Velcro piece is very expensive.
Yes.
Right.
Why can't that be done with another material, perhaps another strip of cardboard?
Well, Velcro's super strong.
It's expensive. Do you think people are willing to pay a premium for your box to knock about 60 seconds out of their day?
Absolutely.
Because that is the crux of your deal.
Absolutely.
Kara, what about another application? Have you gone to any large businesses
Yes.
and met with them?
I was approached by an executive at Lowe's. They absolutely love the product.
Did Lowe's say to you, I will buy this product?
Yes, he said, let's get them into Lowe's.
Did he tell you how many he would buy, how many stores he would put it into?
No, because at that point in time, I wasn't manufacturing, but he said, come back to me, let's get it into Lowe's. I had a meeting in Illinois at Shore Supply Stores, went to the CEO, and he loved it as well. And so he said that he will put me in touch with all of his contacts.
Hopefully at some point you said, how many are you going to buy?
Yeah.
And what was his response?
He said he was interested in buying the box, but he said I would have to bring it down to be under $1.
Now, what that tells you is they don't value the utility more than their current product. If they did, they would say, I'll pay a penny more.
When I went to go, I wasn't far enough in the process. I need to get multiple orders to match the prices that they're interested in.
So here's the question. Can you make it, and do you know at what volumes you'd need to match the pricing? What would it take to get the price down to 56 cents?
It would be about 400,000 units.
Okay, look, I think you've done a great presentation. At your age, I couldn't have stood up here and presented to the five of us, but I don't see the problem that this solution is fixing. I'm out.
Thank you, Robert. Think about this. You're getting ready for Christmas. You have tons of ornaments downstairs. They're going to clutter your space.
You're overthinking. You've got a solution and you're trying to find the problem, okay? The pain point you solve is time. You have to find places where time is money. At home, for picking up for Christmas, time is not money. Packing up for school, time is not money.
I respect your opinion, but I must say that time is always money. You're always going to want a more efficient, a neater way, a more efficient way to do things.
As I listen to you, do you have it in you to listen to advice from somebody else that maybe you're wrong, that maybe there is another way to be successful? I just sense that you are that way.
That I'm...
Often, the raw emotion eventually spills out. And maybe it's that you believe so much that you can dominate this market with a more expensive box. I think people up here have told you you can't do that.
Well, then I am very much open to your suggestions. I'm here to partner with you. If you feel that you have a better way to do it, I'm going to go all in. I will do whatever it is that you want me to do. If you tell me to jump, I won't ask you how high. I'll pull out the trampoline and
But at some point, you got to get the money. You've got to close the deal. You've got to go find somebody who's willing to write a check. But right now, that person is not me. And so for that reason, I'm out.
Thank you, Mark. You're welcome. Barbara, Lori, Kevin.
A couple of things, Kaya. You have a wonderful idea, but you lack two traits that every great entrepreneur has. One is the ability to listen. The other thing is, an entrepreneur by instinct, whenever they have an opportunity and someone says at the Lowe's guys, what do you say? I want you a box? The only answer you give as an entrepreneur is, yes, sir, how many? And then you find a way to get it, but you weren't ready.
I'm listening. I understand.
You don't mind if I speak quite bluntly to you, right? You are not an entrepreneur. I'm out. You don't mind if I speak quite bluntly to you, right? You are not an entrepreneur. I'm out.
Now, I am worried about what Barbara said because I felt the same thing myself. You just don't listen. But I like your idea. I believe that if your box was the same price as what I sell my customers now, they would buy yours instead. So this challenge is all about getting your price down. I'll make you an offer. I'll give you the $50,000. I want 50%. 50. I'm your partner. And I have no idea how much trouble it's going to be to get the price down to 56 cents. That's going to be your only task for me after I give you that 50,000. I want you to go out and figure it out and come back to me when it's 56 cents. Are you willing to do that?
Is that the only offer that I'm going to get?
It may be, I don't know.
Lori?
For me, there's some problems with this.
Come on, Lori.
I think it's really clever. You're really smart. And I like that you say, I'll jump as high as you want, because that's the kind of person that I like to work with.
Just try it with me, Lori. Please. You're a genius, and I know it. I know everything about the companies that you've worked with. If it's going to get off the ground, I know that you're the partner that I need. I promise you, you will not regret it. You will get your money back. I am the partner for you.
I'm out. You never say that when you negotiate after you've got an offer, because you don't know what the outcome is. You made a huge mistake.
Please, Lori, please, just listen to me. I will work for you. I will listen to you. I will do anything it takes. I will get you your money back.
Kaya, I'm going to make you an offer. The offer is going to be this: $50,000, 40% of the business, contingent on if we can figure out how to manufacture this as a storage box, because it's got problems. But you are the kind of person I like to work with, because I know that you will do whatever it takes to get there, no matter what. It's really going to be something to figure out, but I'm willing to take the journey with you.
Lori, you have a deal.
Okay.
Thank you so much. Thank you.
We'll figure it out.
Thank you. Thank you very much. Thank you.
She would have benefited a whole lot more by going through this herself, because she's so smart, she would have learned more by figuring it out.
But she'll also learn a lot from me. You know, sometimes it's better to be able to learn from a good mentor than to fall on your face.
The truth is, unless you can make these boxes for 56 cents, you will sell zero.
We'll see down the road, you know?
You're braver than I am. I couldn't have done it.
What happened?
I got a deal.
Oh, you did? Oh, I'm so happy. Awesome. Who did you get it with?
Lori.
Are you serious? We're so happy for you.
Lori believed in me and believed in my product, and Lori and I are going to make this the best product it will be.
This is the Shark Tank, where hopeful entrepreneurs get a once-in-a-lifetime chance to pitch the sharks in hopes of getting an investment to start, grow, or save their businesses.
We've done $5.8 million worth of sales.
So bam!
The entrepreneurs must convince a shark to invest the full amount they're asking for, or they'll walk away with nothing.
Bam, what's the answer?
I will do anything it takes.
That's not the right answer.
You are going to die a horrible death.
If the sharks hear a great idea,
I love the product.
It's genius.
they're ready to invest using their own money.
I'll do the dance, but at 25%.
Whoa.
And they're willing to fight each other for a piece of the action.
It's a teensy-weensy cockroach baseball league.
It's a $6 billion a year industry.
That's poo-poo.
You are not an entrepreneur.
It's easy for them all to say when they've never created a product.
You suck.
What time is selling time? It's always selling time.
Who are the sharks? They're self-made millionaire and billionaire investors who are entrepreneurs themselves. Kevin O'Leary is a venture capitalist who turned a $10,000 loan into a software business worth $4.2 billion. Barbara Corcoran went from waiting tables in Manhattan to building the city's preeminent real estate empire. Robert Herjavec, the son of an immigrant factory worker, is now a technology mogul who sold his first internet companies for over $350 million. Lori Grenier, the queen of QVC, holds over 100 patents and has launched over 300 products, grossing over $500 million in retail sales. And Mark Cuban, Notorious billionaire entrepreneur, tech guru, and the outspoken owner of the NBA's Dallas Mavericks. First into the tank is a couple with a follow-up to a very successful product.
Hi, Sharks. My name is Matt Griffin.
And I'm his wife, pastry chef Emily Griffin, and we're from Carmel, Indiana.
We own Baker's Edge, and we are seeking $400,000 for 20% of our company.
We have completely reinvented bakeware. Everyone loves brownies, but have you ever stopped to think about which brownie is really the best? In a normal pan of brownies, you have a middle and a ring of outside edge pieces.
If you're like a lot of people, you always go for those corners and edges first. Realizing that the edges are where the baking magic happens, we put on our thinking caps and came up with a whole new way to make brownies. In our pan, every brownie has at least 2 chewy edges. The pan's bottom rises up and allows heat to evenly circulate around every brownie, caramelizing and edgifying every single brownie in the pan. For the past several years, we have dominated the larger multinational brands. We now want to leverage that success, and we want to launch a line of conventional bakeware. We think normal bakeware can be made so much better in both form and function. And based upon our current success, we're just the company that can get it done.
Do you have a patent on the design?
We do. We have a utility patent on the edge pan design. Everybody in the industry said, this is dumb, it'll never work, it's too new. But we stuck with it. And as soon as we started making money, people followed the money trail.
Matt, how successful are you?
Since we began selling in 2006, we've done $5.8 million worth of sales.
How much this year? How much this year?
In 2012, we did about $256,000 of sales.
So what happened? Where did it go way up, and then where did it go way down?
At the peak, we did $1.7 million worth a year.
Wow.
But
1.7 versus $256?
$1 million of that was in 30 days.
How?
Oprah. Favorite things list.
So she blessed you and she cursed you at the same time, because your comparables will never, ever be the same.
Correct.
Well, it's not first. You took that money and put it in the bank, right?
Oh, yeah. I mean, the money was great, and we paid off all of our debt.
I know you've been on QVC, right? Or you never were. Was that a competitor?
That was an infringement, and it's no longer sold on QVC.
Okay, so your infringers you've taken care of.
There is no infringing product on the market. We've swatted all of those down.
Matt, you're not here because of the pan. By your own admission, that's a flatline sale. So how are you going to get back to 1.5 million in sales?
Here's how we're going to do it. We call this our better muffin pan. We applied kind of our design sense and our high quality to a muffin pan, and this is what comes out. Circles don't nest like soldiers. In nature, they nest like a honeycomb. So we nested them like a honeycomb. You know what that does?
No.
Saves us some metal. There's not these extra little tabletops between the cups because they're nested closer. What it also does, when you're filling this thing up, there's no place really to spill. It goes in the muffin cup.
Matt, is it cheaper than a normal muffin pan?
This is not cheaper. This is a $35.95 product, just like our brownie.
Is it easier to clean than a normal muffin pan?
It's super easy to clean. That's another key. It's one piece, no rivets and welds, rounded corners.
So going forward, though, your baseline business is $256,000 a year. That's poo-poo.
Relative, yeah.
Okay, so why is it worth $2 million?
It's worth $2 million because we have a patent that protects us. We also have a foot in the door in an industry that has no new entrants for years.
It's a teensy weensy cockroach baseball league industry.
It's a $6 billion a year industry for bakeware.
You guys, this pan, they created a pan that truly was revolutionary.
7 years ago.
Every single person that had a store that sold bakeware carried your pan.
7 years ago. Guys, look, you did something great 7 years ago. It had to be obvious to you when the whole thing sank. You had to be going, I gotta do something, and then 3 years later you come up with the muffin top super pan?
Yeah.
What the hell were you doing? I'm out.
What time is selling time, Mark?
It's always selling time.
For 2 years, you've been flatlining. I'm not taking anything away from what you created, but I like to get into business with people that have a sense of paranoia. In my world, only the paranoid survive. You are very comfortable. I'm out.
I would disagree with that in terms of being paranoid or being comfortable. You got to understand, you know, we have a family of 3 kids.
At the time, we had 2 kids. One was a newborn. We had 5,000 pans in our basement. My parents came over. My sister came over. We packed pans until 4 in the morning. I had a baby getting up every 2 hours, and we're packing pans and running orders on laptops. We've been doing this hardcore for years.
We've heard the story of the past. For me, that's completely irrelevant. I don't care about the past. If I'm going to put up dollars and invest in Baker's Edge, I want to know what the future holds. That does not feel to me like it's going to change the world for muffins. I want to know how I'm going to make a lot of money selling this. Apparently it's burned out. Everybody's got one that wants one. That's the story of your deal. You don't have a new idea. I'm sorry. I am out.
You know, it's easy for them all to say when they've never created a product, okay? It's extremely hard to come up with something as revolutionary as what you did. Or the retails. Listen, it doesn't matter. What they did was great. You know, Margaret Mitchell wrote one novel, but it was Gone with the Wind. Does she need to write more?
Does she still get royalties on it?
Something fantastic here in creating that, and I admire you both because I think that that was genius. So, the problem is that you do have to keep trying to come out with more if you're trying to sustain a business. I don't feel that this is the wave. What you're holding in your hand doesn't strike me to have that same uniqueness as what the brownie pan did. So for that reason, I'm going out.